ate breakfast this morning? Good. Some of us probably didn't. But skipping breakfast is like starting out on a long road trip with your gas tank empty. You're bound to run out halfway through your morning. So my name is Hannah Callahan, and I'm going to tell you 3 things today. Why breakfast is important, what should we be eating, and ways for a quick breakfast. So the first thing I'm going to cover is why is breakfast important. Have you ever really thought about what breakfast means? Break the fast, right? And fasting means where you don't eat or drink anything. And so while you're asleep at night, you're obviously not eating or drinking anything. So when you get up in the morning and you have breakfast, you are breaking that fast. It's where your metabolic rate will speed up and it will cause you to have energy for the day. Also, eating breakfast will reduce hunger throughout the day. And it has been studied that people who actually eat breakfast tend to weigh less than people who skip breakfast. Also, a lot of people say, well, I'm probably saving calories because I'm not eating breakfast, so, oh, it's healthy. But in all honesty, it's really not. It will catch up with you. Usually it catches up with you at lunch or throughout the day. Have you ever not eaten anything in the morning when you get up and by lunchtime you're just absolutely starving? Like you just feel like you could probably eat a whole cow because you're just absolutely hungry. So, well, you probably didn't eat breakfast that morning and that's why you're hungry. So you're probably going to eat a whole lot more than you normally would have, which is potentially could be more calories that you would have eaten with lunch and breakfast combined. And also, not eating breakfast can make you grouchy. Have you ever heard anyone say, well, when I don't eat, I'm just ill, I don't want to be talked to, just leave me alone. So, it's been proven that eating breakfast can make you in a better mood. And a lot of people say, well, I'm just not hungry when I get up, I don't want anything to eat. Well, it's probably because you ate either a really large dinner the night before, or you probably had some midnight snacks before you went to bed. And midnight snacks are not good for you whatsoever. It makes you less hungry when you get up in the morning, so that's why you don't want to eat breakfast. So if we tend to reduce the things that we eat the night before, it will make us have an appetite for breakfast. And it's also, studies have shown that people who eat breakfast are more alert and they tend to do better on tests than people who skip breakfast. Conversely, like a hungry child can be apathetic, disinterested, and irritable when asked to do difficult tasks. And that kind of applies to us also when we're asked to do difficult things and we're hungry and we're not focused and it's just not good. So even adults need breakfast just as much as kids do. So now that I've told you the importance of breakfast, I'm now going to tell you what we should be eating. Every morning we should be having at least 5 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber each morning. And also, researcher Wayne Campbell at Purdue University said protein blunts your hunger the most. And your most traditional way to get protein is an egg. Just a simple egg, whether it's boiled, whether it's, sunny side up, over easy, or whether it's scrambled. And so these are some things that we should be eating. Things like grapefruits, yogurt, apples and bananas, oatmeal, your traditional egg, strawberries and blueberries, and also water. Water is a great way for when you get up in the morning to get yourself hydrated. Because like I said, you're not eating or drinking anything while you're asleep, so your body becomes dehydrated. So drinking water in the morning is a great way to get hydrated. And also breakfast bars are really good also, and they're very, very convenient. But you want to make sure you're eating the right ones. You want to find breakfast bars that are going to be low in sugar and high in protein, because that protein is what gives you energy for the morning. So now that I've told you, so these are some things we should avoid eating. Don't be fooled by breakfast juice. A lot of people think that juice is good for you, but a lot of the ones that you find in the store, they are not 100% real. They are artificially flavored and they have tons of sugar in them, and so they tend to be very bad for you. Things like pancakes, all that syrup and butter on it, that's definitely not good for you. Donuts, cinnamon rolls, and muffins, although they may look good, they're really not. So now that I've told you a little bit about the importance of breakfast and things we should and should not be eating, I'm now going to tell you ways to a quick breakfast. A lot of us have busy lives in the morning with kids and trying to get to school on time, so you probably sometimes either forget breakfast or don't have time for it. So I'm going to tell you a few quick tips to have a quick breakfast. Set your alarm 10 minutes earlier. I know that's like, oh, that's 10 less minutes of sleep I'm getting, but it'll be worth it in the end. 10 more minutes, that gives you time for a quick bowl of cereal. You can eat a piece of fruit real quick. Or I like to do like breakfast wraps, where you take the tortilla shells and put peanut butter and bananas and granola on it and wrap it up. I mean, it's 10 minutes. I mean, it's quick, it's easy. There's no cooking involved, and it's really convenient. The second one is cut off eating at 9 p.m. If we cut off eating, like I said earlier, we don't want to wake up starving in the morning, but we do want to wake up with an appetite. So if we cut off our midnight snacks by 9 p.m., that'll give us a good appetite for the morning. Advanced planning. To already have things in your house that are just easy and convenient for you to grab is really convenient, because you don't want to have to stop at the convenience store, and pick something up. And also to plan the night before what you might want to eat when you're laying in bed trying to go to sleep and you have nothing else to do. Just think, what am I going to eat for breakfast in the morning? So that way you get up in the morning, you know what you got to do, and so you know what you're going to eat. The third one is prepare the night before. You don't really have time to get up in the morning and be slicing and dicing fruit and vegetables and whatever you want to eat. So if you just cut it up the night before, put it in a container, it's in the refrigerator, it's ready to go. You can grab it when you walk out the door. And the last one is stock essentials at your workplace. A lot of us have jobs and places we have to go for work. So maybe you say you walk out the door and you forget something, or you just don't have time to eat there on the way. You can have essentials at your workplace. And in today's society, we have things like breakfast bars, and they now make cereals and oatmeals that are already in bowls. All you gotta do is rip the lid off and add whatever you need to add to it. So those things like that can be very convenient. So I've told you 3 things today. I've told you about the importance of breakfast. I've told you some things we should and should not be eating, and I've also told you ways to a quick breakfast. So when your mom told you when you were younger that the most important meal of the day was breakfast, she wasn't lying. So I really encourage all of you to start making breakfast an important part of your day.